yourself enough room between your feet that you really feel like no one could push you over. One thing that no one can push over is a mountain. So when we stand in this mountain pose, we are able to feel as strong as a mountain from our waist down to our feet. And we're able to feel as tall as a mountain from our waist all the way up to our head. Arms are by the sides. Place one hand right on your belly button and the other hand in the center of your chest, which is what we call the heart center. Begin to breathe into the belly and up to the heart, filling with so much air. Breathe out from the heart and down from the belly. Breathe into the belly and up to the heart, and down from the heart and out of the belly. Now rest your arms by your sides. The next time you breathe in, reach up high, touch the sky. Now reach even higher and touch the sun. Ouch! Oh, that's hot. So come on down and put your hands in the water. Bend your knees and bring your hands as if you're cooling off your fingertips in the water. Awesome. Now, hands by your toes. Go ahead and step one knee back. And then step your other knee back. And we're making the shape of a table. Now, as you breathe in, you're going to make the shape of an old cow. Its belly goes down, its tail goes up, its chin goes up, and it says 1, 2, 3, moo. Then we're going to make the shape of a scared cat. We're going to raise the back to the sky, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, meow. Then we're going to sit back on the heels. We're going to put our hands by our face, sitting up with the head reaching toward the sky. This is called hero pose. So bring your arms out like a strong hero. Awesome. Now, bring your hands around your face like a lion's mane. Take a huge breath in here. And as you breathe out, make the lion's growl. Awesome. As you breathe in, come back to your table. As you breathe out, step one foot forward and then the other. Hands wash in the water, cooling down those fingertips. And then roll your way up. As you reach high, touch the sun, and guess what? This time it doesn't burn because your fingers are all wet from the water. And then breathe out, your hands are by your side. All right, let's do that again. Breathe in, touch the sky. Breathe out, reach higher for the sun. Ouch, I burned my fingers. Breathe down and whoosh your fingers into the water, bending your knees, letting the fingers just wave through the water. Then bring your fingers next to your toes. Look at me. Breathing in, step one knee back. Breathing out, step the other knee back. We're in table pose. Breathing in, make your cow shape. Moo. Breathing out, make your cat. Meow. Sit back on your heels. Breathe in, hero pose. Arms strong by your sides. Hands by your face like a lion. Breathe out. Breathe in, come back to your table pose. And then breathe out. Step one foot forward. And then the other. Fingertips in the water. Breathing in, roll up, reach high, touch the sky. Fingers are nice and cool and wet so they don't burn this time. Yeah. Breathing out, hands come to the side. All right, let's go ahead and come back to table pose. So let's find our way there. Breathe in, reach high. Touch the sky. Ouch! Breathe out, roll it down. Cool the fingers off in the water. Breathe in, one knee back. And breathe out, other knee back to table. So let's, from table, move into another way to warm up the body and visit some more animals. So we know that when we breathe in, we sink the belly and lift the face and say, moo for the cow. When we breathe out, we raise the back like that scaredy cat and say, meow. Now from the cat, we're gonna make a dog. We're gonna tuck our toes, lift our tail into the sky like an upside down V shape. Downward facing dog. Woof, woof, woof. And then as you breathe in, bring your knees back down to the ground. Breathing out, sit back to your hero pose. Big strong arms. Huge breath in here in hero pose. Hands by the face for your lion. Now we're going to come into a child's pose, which means you're sitting back on the heels and your forehead's on the ground. So as you're sitting in the child's pose, you might make little baby sounds. They don't always cry. Sometimes it's but then we're gonna reach our arms forward. Reach all the way toward the front of your space. You're gonna slither the body slowly onto the belly. And you're gonna lift your head like a snake. Awesome. Take a breath in, reach your snake head high. Breathing out, come to table. Breathing in, step that foot forward and then the other. Swiping your hands in the water because we know we're about to reach up and touch the sun. Reach high and reach out. Arms by the sides. Shake it out. All right. So I think last week, before Miss Sojourner did her warrior pose, and when she did it, she was talking about the qualities of the warrior. And we can find those qualities right here in mountain pose. We can find that strength and that stability and that solid feeling from the waist down to the feet. No one can push you over. You are a mountain. But in the top half of the body, we're reaching the top of the head to the sky. We're getting tall. We can see all the way around from the top of our mountain. We can see everything and take it in. So not only are we strong, but we're also open. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Mr. Reggie now to do some warrior poses with you.
Can everybody see me? If you can see me, wave at the screen. Can we see? All right, cool. So everyone meet me at the back of your mat in mountain pose. Strong legs, and wiggle for me a little bit. So just wiggle, get the wiggles out. Now, before we talk about warriors, sometimes we don't know what warrior is. So let's talk about warriors and superheroes, right? So if warrior doesn't work for you, I want you to think of your favorite superhero. And when we put our arms up and out, I want you to imagine like superpowers coming out of your arms. Is that cool? Cool. So we're gonna be in our mountain pose, like Miss Holly said. We're gonna be very strong. Let's put our arms up over our heads and then take our arms down. Wiggle the shoulders. And now, with the strength of your favorite superhero, take your right foot forward and bend your knee. Face forward, and with that same power I talked about as your favorite superhero, put your arms in the air. Warrior pose, or we can call it superhero, but this is just our secret, okay? We're strong in our legs, we have power in our legs, but our arms are very free. Take your hands and put them up in the sky like you're gonna touch the sun, and stay here for one breath. Inhale, exhale like a lion. One more, inhale, superpower lion. Take your back leg with strength, come forward. Keep your arms in the air, shake that out. Turn around. Now, same pose, warrior one. But start in mountain pose, very strong. Take your left leg forward, one big step. Bend the knee, arms in the air, superpower. Warrior pose, strong in our legs, powerful in our arms. So take your arms up in the air like your favorite superhero. Inhale strong, exhale. Take right leg forward, shake that out, get the wiggles out, maybe go from side to side. The cool thing about yoga is there are very many poses. So we did warrior one, now we're gonna do warrior two. And the story, I'm not gonna get into it too much. So very long story short, a warrior sneaks into a party to surprise someone. And when he sees someone, he comes up like that. So that's warrior one. He takes his energy and shoots up. And warrior two is he sees his enemy and he's going to attack them. So warrior one, we're here. Warrior two, we're here. So mountain pose, take right leg forward, bam, turn out. So this is warrior one, show me your chest. And with the superpower, put our arms out strong. This is warrior two. We're strong in our legs, and we're so strong in our legs, we can play around. So play around with me. We're so strong, we can shoot out with our arms. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg, bring left leg forward. Give me some wiggles. Now other side. Take our left leg forward, bam, arms up, warrior one, turn to the side, warrior two. Give me your superpower arms, superheroes. And now, from your strong legs, play around a bit.
Nice.
2 breaths in our warrior two, superhero arms. Take a deep breath, fill the belly. Exhale, superhero, inhale, deep breath. Exhale, We're gonna take our back leg forward. Superhero. Shake that out. So let's do all of that together, and then I'll pass that back to Miss Holly. Is everyone good? Give me a wave if you're good. Show me some waves. Love that. All right, so strong mountain pose. Arms in the sky like superheroes. Take our right foot forward, bam! Warrior one. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lion, ha!
Ha!
Yeah. Let's open out to warrior two. Take a deep breath. Exhale, ha!
Ha!
Let's take our foot forward. Wiggle out. Turn around. Other side. So we'll take our left leg forward. Bam. Arms up, superhero. Warrior one. Deep breath. Exhale, superhero. Ha!
Ha!
Turn out. Warrior two. Strong in our legs. Superhero arms. Deep inhale. Exhale. Ha!
Ha!
Take our right leg forward. Superhero. Mountain pose. When you're ready, take our hands to our heart center, bend in our knees, put our hands in the water like Miss Holly said, come to our knees. Take your seat to the heels, child's pose. Relax here, superheroes are hard work. Being a warrior is a lot of hard work. So relax in child's pose. Take a break.
Take a break. Thank you, Mr. Reggie.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Was that fun? Did everyone have fun, or was that kind of boring? If it was fun, thumbs up. If it was boring, thumbs down. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. Woo! Thank you for that. Thanks, Holly. Ooh.
All right, superheroes. Let's go ahead and indeed come back up to hero pose. Find those strong hero arms. Awesome. And then go ahead and find your way down onto your belly again. All right, so you're gonna slither forward like a snake. Come down. Let the elbows touch the ground. So we're creating here a pose called Sphinx pose. So it's a little different from Cobra, because in Cobra, our hands are back here, right next to the sides. And we're lifting up like that snake. 1, 2, 3. In Sphinx pose, we're gonna bring our hands in front of our face, right? So the hands are out here so you can see them, okay? And then we're just going to breathe in and reach the heart forward. And then breathe out and rest the head down. Breathe in and reach the heart forward. Breathe out and rest the head down. Breathe in and reach the heart forward. This time, you're going to go ahead and press as you breathe out, back up to your hands and knees. And then look around. If you have a blanket, right? Or maybe while you were exercising with Mr. Reggie, you had a sweatshirt on and maybe you took the sweatshirt off. So go ahead and make yourself warm and put your sweatshirt back on, or grab your blanket and you're going to lay all the way down onto your back. And if you have your blanket, you're going to just bring it over part of the body. And I'm actually going to sit up so you can hear me best. But here, you guys can lay down in a way that feels comfortable and safe for you. So you might lie on the back, but maybe also you might feel better on the belly, but maybe also you might feel better curled up on your side. So whatever helps you rest, because you worked so hard. And now we just get to rest. So the way that we're going to rest is we're going to do a little bit of tiny little movements with parts of the body. And then after we take those movements, we're going to let them go to sleep. So let's start off with your toes. Go ahead and wiggle your toes. Flop your ankles around. Let your feet be wiggly and active. And now tell your feet and toes to go to sleep. And let them stay as still as they can be. Now think of your fingers. Start to wiggle your fingers. Move your hands, maybe in circles, maybe almost like you're flicking water off the tips of your fingers, making fireworks with the hands. And then tell your hands to go to sleep. Let them be as still as they can be. Now keep breathing in and out from the belly to the heart and down from the heart to the belly. Lots of movement in that part of the body. As you breathe in, the belly puffs out like a balloon. The chest puffs out like a balloon. And as you breathe out, the balloon empties. And now ask your body to go to sleep. So the feet are asleep, the hands are asleep, the belly and the chest are asleep. Now take a big breath in and hold your breath. And while you're holding your breath, squish your face up. Squish everything toward the nose. Squish, 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 squish. Open the mouth. Let the air out. And just let the face go to sleep. The feet are asleep. The hands are asleep. The belly is asleep. The chest is asleep. The face is asleep. The whole body is asleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time to wake up. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Squish your face. Shake your body on the ground. And then stop all your movement. Take a big breath in and slowly come to sit up. This is where you might want a pillow to sit on. You might sit on your blanket if you fold it up, but you can also just take a pillow, put it right under your bum, and have a seat. You're gonna sit up tall. We're gonna do, to finish our yoga class, before we ask you for any questions, we're going to do a meditation called color breathing. So go ahead and place one hand on the belly, the other hand in front of the heart center. And as you start to breathe from the belly to the heart and breathe out from the heart to the belly, I invite you to either look down with the eyes or close the eyes, whichever feels good for you, and see your favorite color. Whatever your favorite color is, let it completely take up everything in front of you. If your eyes are closed, the inside of the eyelids are that color. If you're looking down, everything that you see down in front of your feet is that color. Now we're going to breathe in and have the breath, the air, turn that color. And that colored breath goes into the mouth or nose and down the spine into the belly. And as you breathe out, that breath leaves the belly, it leaves the heart, and it goes right back out the mouth or the nose. As you breathe in, that color goes into the mouth or nose, down through the heart and into the belly. And as you breathe out, that color comes out of the belly and out of the heart and out of the mouth and nose. Let's do that one more time together. Breathing in, your favorite color comes into the mouth or nose, down through the heart, down into the belly. Pause there, hold your breath, make a big balloon with your body, a huge balloon of your favorite colored air, and then open the mouth and let all of that air out. Take a second and just notice how you feel. If you feel peaceful, hold up a peace sign. If you feel happy, make a big smile with your face. If you feel excited, wave your hands. And then everybody bring your peace signs down. And to close our class, we're going to take a big breath in and just say as loud and strong as a superhero can. We're going to say peace. Ready? Breathe in. Peace.
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 Yes.
Peace.
Beautiful, you guys.
Yes.
So who has some questions about what we did today?
I do.
Tell us your name so we know where you are, or wave.
Talali. And I have a question.
Go for it.
When you do Warrior 2, it's like this, right? You put your hand like this.
Yes. Just like you were shooting out all the powers. So this is Warrior 1, 2. Exactly. That's exactly right. 1. Show me 2. Yes. Perfect. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Delali. It sounds like you might be practicing at home before we see you next week. I hope you do.
Seriously.
All right. Anyone else have a question?
I have a question.
Who is that?
Emmanuel.
Okay, on the screen, he's Lamont, if you're looking for him.
Right on. Thanks.
I'm sorry, but my question is, what are the best time of day to do this? Like, what time of day is it most serving for you to practice yoga?
Reggie, you want to go first?
Yeah, it depends, brother. So I end my day with yoga because my day job is crazy, right? So like at the end of the day, I'm just like, So it settles me down so I can like write and relax and those sorts of things. But other people, and I've been this way at other parts of my life, in the morning, it gets you going, right? So I'm not a morning practitioner, so I can't speak to that. But for me, I practice at night.
Awesome. And I can totally understand that, Reggie. For me, I'm a morning practice person, and that's because I'm old and and so my body, when I wake up in the morning, it just feels like stiff and kind of cranky and and so for me, I love this, or even earlier than this, I love to get up and do some of these practices just to at least warm up my spine, and really for me to deepen my breath. So working with my breath first thing in the morning
Mm-hmm.
helps me feel peaceful throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. But I meditate in the morning so my mind can be right.
Is there any like things to start off with just on your own, or the moves we learned today are the best ones to start off?
I'll go first. For me, I think the breathing is a great start. It's easy to remember, right? You don't have to like find a special place to do it. You can be driving and breathing. You can be out on the playground and breathing. And so I think for me, the most important thing, or taking a walk and breathing, or you can be sitting still and breathing. And so I think for me, the most pared down and sort of foundational practice for me is the breathing work, because that also becomes a meditation. So that means that throughout the day I have all these different opportunities to meditate, meaning to cultivate presence and peacefulness. So yeah, and so that breathing that we did, right? Breathing into the belly, up to the heart, down from the heart, out of the belly. It's a great place to start. And if you breathe in and out of your nose, if you just softly close your lips and you breathe in and out of your nose, then you'll get all these other benefits, like breathing in and out of the nose actually helps to warm up the body. So that's me. How about you, Reg?
I mean, I think what we did today is a good beginning, because the cat cow that Holly showed you warms up the spine, right? So if you sit in a chair all day, like the cat cow just works all of that out, right? And then you can like maybe take some circles, but that's good therapy for sitting in a chair all day, right? And the stuff that we did with the arms is good for the shoulders. So like if you're hunched over a computer or on your phone, like you can just open up to correct that posture. I agree with the breathing as well, because especially like I said this to people at work who practice yoga, like you can't do a headstand if someone makes you angry, but you can take a deep breath and close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So like deep breath, like basic movements. I do this a lot too. So I take my wrist in circles, just for health in the hands, right? So we're on our computers, we're on our phones. Does this look healthy? We're not, if you're a Tyrannosaurus, this is super healthy. But as a human being, like work the fingers out, work the wrists out, that's what I would recommend. And don't forget your feet either. So wrists, yeah, please.
If you have pain in like your hip, somebody told me yoga would be a good exercise. Do you have a pose or a position I should sit in to soothe it? Like, could they say yoga is good for like working out the joints and like your hips? So is there any pose you would recommend for that?
Holly, you go first, and then I'll back clean up.
You know what? I'm not sure if I'm on anymore. My video went off.
You're not on video.
Yeah, I tried to come back on and I can't.
Okay.
But maybe Emmanuel can bring me back.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying now.
There we go. I think I'm there.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I don't
Yeah.
know. I was gone for a second. Okay, so repeat the question because I was trying to like type a message to Emmanuel. Sorry. Please repeat the question.
Yes. If like you have somebody told me that doing yoga, like when you have pain and like your hip will be it's good to do yoga, but is there any specific pose that you would recommend or like position I should sit in when I'm doing it?
Yes, and it really depends on where the pain is, right? So I'll give you a couple of options. So if the pain in your hip is more like the lower back, right?
Yes, that's where it is, like right there.
Right here?
Yeah, like there.
Okay,
like,
cool.
or like around that area.
All right, awesome. So here's something that's really good for that. You're gonna stand, and then you're gonna step your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, all right? So here are my shoulders, and then here are my feet. And you're gonna bend your knees so that your knees are just sort of hiding your toes. So if you bend your knees enough and you can't see your toes anymore, that's great. That's exactly where you're gonna stop. Then what you're gonna do is press your knees apart. So you're gonna try to press the knees apart. And what you'll feel is you'll feel this area of the body activating and strengthening. So that's one thing. The other thing that's really good for that part is anything where you tighten the buttocks muscles. So firming the buttocks muscles and firming the abdominal muscles. So even in that breathing practice, right, when you breathe out down to the belly, if you use your belly muscles, your abdominal muscles, and you pull in, you're strengthening those muscles. So strengthening this part of the body with that pressing the knees apart with the feet apart, right? And you can feel it probably. You can feel those muscles like tightening and strengthening. And then tightening the buttocks muscles and tightening the abdominal muscles. And just anything that that strengthens those areas will start to heal that area. So.
And one thing I would offer is that we also, in the hip area, encourage range of motion, right? So Holly's talking about strengthening. What you can also do is basic circles, right? So this thing Holly's doing is working strength, but the hip is a ball and socket joint, right? So like if you go like this in either direction, it starts to loosen it as well. So like what happens in our hips is they get weak and tight. And that's a bad combination. So like Holly's talking about the strengthening aspect. And so like from the tightness perspective, like just going like this, in some of my beginner classes, we just go like this. Right? It's like pretend you're in like the sickest hula hoop competition trying to win. But like the range of motion helps too. So the strength and range of motion, I think would be a good combination for that.
Thank you guys. I did this with my grandmother.
All right, that's what's up.
And because we do it, she told me she was having some pain, and she said her doctor recommended yoga, and I told her that we do it on certain days. I would ask the next time y'all came on. Like,
see,
thing. So tonight when she duos me, I'm going to do it with her.
Okay. Beautiful.
Great. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that Lamont will post this video on the NCCF YouTube channel, I think. And so if anything from this specific practice that we did today felt really good and really right for you, for anyone,
then you can go back onto YouTube and watch it again. So
Yeah.
I am going to use that hand motion thing because I have carpal tunnel in my right
See,
hand.
exactly.
And when you did it, I said, "Oh,
No,
I
right.
did things," and it's still like certain things. Like I YouTube some like different movements, but they were making it the pain more instead of like better. So what you did when I did it, I didn't feel any pain.
Interesting.
So I said maybe I'll try what you did.
Yeah. Another thing I would offer is maybe this. I don't know if this would work for you, because the carpal tunnel is basically, this is compressed. So opening that, and that's what this does. So the wrist has a full range of motion, and all we do is this. So like when you introduce full range of motion, the wrist is like, yo, you remembered, right? So, no. And you can pretend like you breakdancing and stuff too. Like you can, gotta make it fun. I see you, Holly. I see you, Holly.
you know how old I am. So,
I see you though. That's what's up.
I was there when it started.
That's what's up.
I was on those cardboard boxes in New York.
Awesome.
Anyone have some other questions?
It's not well, I don't really have a question. It's more of a comment.
Yeah.
I started doing yoga like a little while ago, not too long ago. Actually, it was after that it was like a week or so after I asked you what was your hardest pose. I've always wanted to get into yoga, but I never had the motivation to do it until I saw this guy. His name is Dylan Werner. He's on Instagram, but it's like I saw how much control he had over his body, because he was going from the split and then leaning forward and easily bringing his core up and then legs up. So I've been practicing that for a while. I know it's going to take like a couple years, but I just really admire yoga. Yeah.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, Reggie teaches regularly. You want to tell when your classes are for the adults that want to come to your classes?
Yeah, I teach every weekend. So I teach Friday evenings, like a relaxation class. So kind of what we did, but a lot slower because it's Friday night and people want to chill and like get a good night's rest. So I teach like a relaxation practice on Friday nights. Mm-hmm. Saturday morning is like basic pose, hatha class. Saturday afternoon, we get a little wild. So like my class is called Wild and Free on Saturday afternoon. Like I've done like a Prince class. I've done like a Divas tribute. Did a Michael Jackson dance party last weekend, but like doing all this like breathing and dancing, but also movement, because that's the point. Like the point is to have, like you said, control over your body, and learning that discipline is rewarding. So I teach every weekend, and I teach a gratitude practice on Sunday afternoon. So just giving thanks for this thing called life, our health, our well-being, because when you count blessings in small things, you see the beauty in all things.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing in small things.
How can they find your classes, Reggie?
The easiest way to find them is to email me, and it's at Active Peace Yoga. I'll put it in the chat.
And I'll also send it to Mr. Lamont, and he can send it out as well, if that's okay with you, Reggie.
Yeah, please. So activepeaceyoga@gmail.com. And it's for all people, right? I mean, because real talk, ain't that many Black male teachers out there. And so like for me, I just want to share this with all people. So it's for everybody. Like if the class is wild, I'll tell you at the beginning, be like, this may be a little much, but like everything else is very accessible.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're into it.
All right, anyone else? I think we're gonna sign off. So if you're still here, let's go ahead. Let's bring our palms together.
I have another question.
Yes.
What's up, Delali?
Yeah. Do you have any classes for kids?
Not yet, but I probably should. Holly, what were you saying, Holly?
This one.
Like this.
So every week we're here. So come on back. Make sure you come back.
Bring a friend.
And I don't know, you know, maybe Delali wants to do some grown-up classes.
I mean, look, I mean, she's talking about, is this correct form?
Yeah. So
Love that.
yeah, maybe you can do some grown-up classes. We'll
Show me something. Shoot.
yeah, exactly. Cool. All right. Anyone else? All right. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart and just take a moment to thank yourself. Give thanks to yourself for practicing yoga today and taking care of yourself in this way. And then reach your arms forward and thank everyone else who came out for the practice. Thank you, everybody, for being here in this community. We thank you all for helping us get this together. Have a wonderful day. Peace.
Blessing.
Peace. Good job. Good job.
Woo!
Good
Round of applause. Standing ovation.
Good job. Good job. Remix. You know you did a good job. So
I
say
see,
you
but-
did a good job. You know you